Hello everybody and welcome back to my team in F1 2020. We are here at the Monaco Grand Prix, just wrapping up our qualifying efforts. We are in Q1, and as you can see, Aiken at the bottom of the time charts, we're not looking too good either. We are up on our time through Sector 2, but Sector 3 really seems to struggle for our car. Honestly, Sector 2 seems to be the only part where our car is anywhere decent. Sectors 1 and 3, the car really struggles for grip.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qual.
And across the line for the checkered flag, and we will not advance. We qualify P20 for the Monaco Grand Prix.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino, first opened in 1863. And, of course, a certain road race, first held here in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars climb around 40 metres up through Beau Rivage, onto the casino, and then descending down towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners here, 7 to the left and 11 to the right. There's one single DRS zone as well, so don't expect that to make overtaking any easier today. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of Turn 1, so how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Max Verstappen and Albon, Ricciardo, Perez, Stroll and Esteban Ocon, Sainz, Norris, Kimi Raikkonen and Gasly, Kvyat, Grosjean, George Russell and Antonio Giovinazzi, Magnussen, the Professor, Latifi and Jack Aitken. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Okay, qualifying has left you some work to do if you want to match your results from the last race. Come on, you can do it.
Yes, I don't know if we can. As you can tell from both Aiken and I's pace, our car just is not well suited for Monaco. Our strong suit right now in the series really has been the tracks where the engine is important, because our Honda engine seems to be progressing really well, but not so much our downforce packages. That's something we really need to work on. So adjusting the strategy a little bit here for the race, trying to get off kilter just a little bit. Going to try to change up the strategy on the mediums and then still go on to the hard compound tires, but just kind of do it on a different lap maybe to try to for a little bit of an undercut. With this being a not so heavy engine race, we are going to take less fuel on the car and we're going to line up for the race. So then here we are to 5 lights. And we are racing in Monaco for the historic Monaco Grand Prix. Good start by Aiken, but he has nowhere to go. He's going to be on our rear end. Latifi looks to our right-hand side. We're going to be able to pass him there. We're alongside the Haas now heading into turn 1. A little bit argy-bargy through the corner, but we are okay. We're up to P19 for the moment. Back to P20 as Magnussen gets alongside us. More contact. We're going to be on his left-hand side heading into turn 3. He's going to have the switch back on us in turn 4. We're going to squeeze him on the inside, and we're able to take the position for now. Holding on to P19, heading into turn 5 and sector 2. He sends it up the inside of both me and Russell, and he's going to be up in the position for now, but we're going to send it down the inside and take a couple positions heading into the hairpin of turn 6. Not being able to get there through very well, so we get into the side pot of Giovinazzi, but that does move us up to P18 for the time being. So heading out of turn 8.
Keep it up.
A pretty good start overall for us. We managed to get out of the top 20 or into the top 20 rather, up 2 spots as we head into the chicane there, right on the backside of Giovinazzi. But Sector 3 here, this is when our lack of downforce just really starts to show. You can see all the time we're already losing to the cars in front of us. And with it being so hard to pass here, I just don't see how we're going to be able to get past anyone. Bottas already completing his first lap as we're just now heading in to turn 19 and onto the main straightaway. No DRS, of course, for the first 2 laps of the race. So we're going to sit behind Giovinazzi here, running in P18 and the end of lap 2. Or at the end of lap 1 rather, starting lap 2. So it is Giovinazzi in front of us, followed by Grosjean. We are all on the medium tires trying that strategy. Really the only cars on the soft compounds are going to be the drivers who qualified in the top 10. And that's if they weren't able to set a fast lap time in the second round of qualifying rather, to be able to start on a different compound. But as we'll be able to see coming up here with pit stops, they did have to start on the soft compound tires. Russell now all over the back of us in his Williams. As you may have noticed, the liveries still have not been updated. This is one of the last races before any patches, and of course this also means Ferrari is still strong enough to compete at the front. Of course that was dumbed down, the Ferrari engine. Not necessarily dumbed down, but slowed down in the most recent update. But here we are now on to lap 5. You can see we completely lock it up heading into turns 10 and 11, having to slide through there. No harm, no foul, it seems. But as we run wide at the edge of the corner there, we get some wing damage.
Wing damage. This will be a major performance impact unless you box for a new one. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Yeah, we just ended up flying through turn 15/16 there because there's just no downforce on the car, the little we had already. So we're going to have to box now, and we're going to have to really go on a different strategy here. We are going to change to the hard tire now, and we were planning to go another 10 laps before boxing, so I don't know if it's even going to be possible to make it the rest of the way on the hard tire. But that's going to be what we're going to have to do right now. I could have thought about switching to the softs, however, in the time I had there just wasn't enough time to think about it. So we're released from our box. We'll head back onto the track with a new front wing and a set of hard tires that, according to our engineer, we are going to have to make do with until the end of the race. So jumping absolutely way ahead to lap 37. The reason being, absolutely nothing happened in this entire race. We had one DNF for an engine problem, but we just ended up coming back where we were track position wise. And this was without a doubt the most boring race of my entire life. Valtteri Bottas has come across the line to win the Monaco Grand Prix. You can see we are 2 laps down in 19th. Aiken will come home 17th, and we will cross the line. And I will tell you, I have never been so happy to finish a race in my entire life. This was, without a doubt, the worst race I've ever been in and the most boring. No traction, no grip, just absolutely nothing. Aiken gets driver of the day, but no picture for some reason, as Bottas wins.
It's the one that everyone wants to win, and they've only gone and done it. What a fantastic result here at Monaco. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
So it's Valtteri Bottas with Charles Leclerc and Vettel for Ferrari coming home in the second and third position. Lewis Hamilton, don't know what happened to him, but he came home in 12th outside of the points. And as you see at the bottom, George Russell, a DNF with an engine problem. But yeah, the reason I just didn't show any of this race is because I barely saw anyone. The only time I saw cars is when I was getting lapped. It was just without a doubt the worst race I've ever been in, and I can't stress that enough. So, you know, I'm sorry I didn't show more of the race, but it would have just been me doing laps at Monaco with nothing around me. So, looking at the team standings, everything stays the same. We are still P8, only a couple points behind. So, at the end of the race, we are able to sign a secondary sponsor here. And looking at all, Atlantic is the one I was really leaning towards. Just looking at some of the others, it didn't seem like their goals were as good as Atlantic's to match the money. So we went ahead, signed them. Getting ready for the race after this in Baku. You can see all the events we go. We do a fundraising for money, trying to increase our car and everything, and just continue development of the parts of our race shop. Speaking of which, we go over to the R&D section, and it was very clear we need to work on aerodynamics and downforce. So we take a look first at the aerodynamics. We are going to go ahead and get the barge boards on the car. Taking a look at the chassis, that has 1. We have what, 7 on the powertrain. So yeah, aerodynamics needs the biggest boost first. But looking over at our actual programs here, you can see we have $5 million. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade our sponsor relations. So we can go ahead and try to bring more money into the team, which will then help us upgrade everything else, which should help us upgrade our car faster in the future. So up next is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Baku. Thank you guys so much for watching this very short video. Baku will be longer, and it is an entertaining race, I swear. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.